An annual £2,500 charge for properties worth more than £2 million, rising to £7,500 for properties worth more than £5 million.
Imagine waking up one morning to shocking news from the government. It says, if your home is worth over £2 million, you could be paying thousands of pounds extra every year. Now, at first glance, you might think, well, that doesn't affect me. But here's the problem. Even if your home isn't worth £2 million, this new tax could impact your rent, your mortgage, and the wider UK property market. Millions of people who don't even own a £2 million home could still feel the ripple effects. This is not just a story about millionaires. This is a story about how one government decision can spread through the property market like a wave, hitting landlords, renters, buyers, and investors alike. And today, we're going to go step by step through what this autumn budget means, who is affected, and how it could change the UK housing market forever. Chancellor Rachel Reeves has unveiled the Autumn Budget 2025, and property taxes are getting a major shakeup. Let's break it down. First, no new annual tax on homes over £500,000. This was widely speculated in the months leading up to the budget. Many people feared that if their home crossed the £500,000 mark, they would face an extra tax every year. That fear is gone for now. For the average homeowner in England or Northern Ireland, this is a relief. But the next announcement is what has caused a stir across the property market. A new mansion tax will hit homes valued over £2 million starting in 2028. That means homes in London and the South East, mostly luxury properties, will pay an additional annual charge. The numbers, £2,500 a year for a £2 million home, rising up to £7,500 for properties over £5 million. Now you might be thinking, that doesn't affect me. But the story does not end there. Why? Because luxury homeowners are not isolated. When people with expensive properties start paying extra taxes, many will reconsider their plans. Some may sell, some may pause investments, and when they sell, it changes the dynamics of the entire market. Suddenly, mid-range buyers may see new opportunities, but they may also face rising prices in other areas or increased competition for other properties. Next, no changes were made to standard stamp duty, so most first-time buyers or mid-market home buyers will continue to pay the usual rates. For first-time buyers, the £300,000 threshold remains, meaning if you buy a property under that value, you pay nothing in stamp duty. This is good news for the majority of the population who are looking to get on the property ladder. Finally, landlords will face a 2% hike in income tax on rental income starting in 2027. The basic rate rises to 22%, the higher rate to 42%, and the additional rate to 47%. This may seem like a small change, but for landlords with multiple properties, the difference can add up to thousands of pounds a year. So let's pause for a moment. Even if your home isn't worth £2 million, the effects of this mansion tax and landlord tax increase could ripple through the housing market. Let's talk about landlords first. Imagine a landlord with 5 rental properties. With a 2% increase in income tax, their profit after tax suddenly drops significantly. Some landlords may decide to raise rents to maintain their profits. Others may decide to sell some of their properties to reduce exposure. The result: fewer rental properties available, increased competition for tenants, and potentially higher rents for everyone, including you. Now, consider the luxury homeowners. Those who own properties over £2 million may rethink holding onto their homes. Some may try to sell before 2028 to avoid paying the surcharge. Others may lower prices to attract buyers willing to pay the new tax. This creates ripple effects across the high-end property market. Luxury property sales may slow, affecting prices in nearby mid-market areas as well. Even if your home is worth £400,000 or £500,000, these market shifts could affect you. Prices may rise or fall depending on how sellers and buyers respond. Rental costs may increase as landlords try to offset higher taxes. The chain reaction can influence mortgage rates, housing demand, and even property investment in your local area. Let's break it down by group. Luxury homeowners, homes over £2 million, mostly in London and the South East, will be directly affected by the mansion tax. For many, this will mean an extra annual expense of £2,500 to £7,500. Some may sell, cooling the luxury market. Others may hold on, but the added financial pressure may affect their spending decisions, investments, and lifestyle. Landlords, higher income tax on rental properties will reduce net profits. Some landlords may increase rents to maintain cash flow. Others may sell properties or pause further investment. This may reduce the overall rental supply in certain areas, increasing competition among tenants. Renters, you could face fewer rental properties and higher costs. Even if you're not in London, rising rents in major cities can push demand to neighboring towns, driving prices up elsewhere. Average buyers, most are safe from direct mansion tax charges, but timing becomes crucial. If landlords sell or if luxury homeowners release properties into the market, you could see fluctuations in prices and availability. Planning your purchase carefully could save thousands. Now let's talk scenarios. What could happen next? Best case scenario. The luxury market adjusts smoothly. Luxury homeowners pay the mansion tax. Some sell properties, but the market absorbs it. Rents rise slightly, but mid-market buyers remain stable. Overall, minimal disruption. Worst case scenario. Panic selling in high-end homes. Landlords drastically increase rents or exit the market. Investors pull back from buying new properties. The ripple effect hits normal buyers and renters. Prices fluctuate unpredictably. Market uncertainty rises and confidence drops. Most likely scenario, the luxury market cools mildly. Rents increase moderately. Mid-market buyers see minor changes, but careful planning helps navigate the market. This is what experts expect based on historical data from previous tax changes and budget adjustments. Let's explore practical advice for each group. Buyers, watch market trends carefully. Keep an eye on mortgage rates and local property availability. Consider timing your purchase to avoid higher prices or competition surges. Seek professional advice if needed. Landlords, plan for higher taxes. Explore energy efficiency incentives that may reduce costs. Consider rent strategies carefully. Balance raising rents with tenant retention. Evaluate which properties to hold and which to sell. Homeowners over £2 million, prepare for the surcharge. Factor the added expense into your budget and investment plans. Consider selling or renting strategically to manage cash flow. Renters, keep a close eye on the market. Anticipate potential rent increases if landlords pass on higher taxes. Explore options in different areas to find affordable rental housing. Let's not forget one more factor, the psychological effect. Even homeowners or investors not directly affected by the mansion tax may act preemptively. They may delay purchases, wait for market clarity, or adjust investment plans. This creates uncertainty across the market, affecting prices, availability, and rental supply. Now, consider long-term effects. By 2028, when the mansion tax fully takes effect, the UK housing market may have changed significantly. Investors may focus more on mid-market properties, landlords may reduce portfolios, and renters could face tighter conditions. Even if you are not a millionaire, you may still feel these changes in your day-to-day life. And here's one more critical point: energy efficiency and new regulations. Landlords will also face stricter energy efficiency standards. Combined with higher taxes, this could push some landlords to sell or renovate, further impacting rental availability and market dynamics. So what should you do right now? Stay informed. Follow property news and budget updates closely. Evaluate your position. Are you buying, renting, or investing? How could these changes affect you? Plan ahead. Anticipate potential rent changes, market shifts, or investment opportunities. Seek advice. Financial advisors, mortgage brokers, and property experts can provide guidance tailored to your situation. This mansion tax is not just about luxury homeowners. It's about the entire property ecosystem: landlords, renters, buyers, and investors. Even if you don't own a £2 million home, the ripple effects may reach you through rent, property values, and market availability. The clock is ticking. By 2028, these changes will be in full effect. Those who are informed and prepared will navigate the market successfully. Those who ignore it may face surprises. So ask yourself, are you ready for 2028? Are your investments, your home plans, and your rental arrangements prepared for the ripple effects of this budget? Comment below and let me know if you are a homeowner, a landlord, or a renter. How will this budget affect you? And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. I'll be breaking down every new property tax, mortgage update, and market forecast as soon as it hits. Don't be caught off guard.